The internet is one of the first things that changed the way of life of humanity. Today, without leaving your place, it's just a number you type in your phone. Otherwise you would be talking to someone who is at Rusizi when you are at Kigali. Now with the internet we can talk to people in America without asking us from where we are. Today you will be sitting at home watching the inauguration of the President of America and visiting the most beautiful places in the world. These are all some of the effects of the internet. This is alitubetech. This video you are watching, to reach you, traveled thousands of miles from Google Data Center. Google Data Center is a data center of a company called Google, located in the United States of America. What you are hearing is amazing. It really is amazing. Let's take a look at how the internet works, so we can better understand this amazing flow of information. I mean data center. Data center is thousands of kilometers away from your location, which is where the video you are watching is stored. I'm sure you're wondering how this video got to your phone or laptop. Otherwise, with the help of satellites, the data center will probably send data to the satellite using antenna, and the satellite will send data to your phone or laptop using the antenna that is closest to you. But that too would not give us the results we are seeing now. The satellite is located 22,000 kilometers above the Earth's equator. So in order for the data to be transmitted in full, the data must travel at least 44,000 kilometers. It is clear that the journey is too long to cause delay or loss of the original data. So if this video didn't reach you via satellite, how did it actually reach you? 3. There is something called optic fiber cables. Maybe you have seen people digging pipes and putting pipes in them, but not the water they brought. The cables that go underground that connect the data center to your telephone. They buried in those pipes. Your phone must be connected to the internet through a cellular data or Wi-Fi router, and it will also be connected to an optical fiber network. The data center stores our data in the form of a memory card in a very large computer called a server. Server is a computer. Its job is to send us something we request to the data center. You might be wondering, how can my data be sent safely to your phone, not to other people's phones? Before we go further, let's take a look at an important point that will help us. Have you ever heard of an IP address? Every device that connects to the internet, be it a computer or a telephone, is characterized by a series of numbers called an IP address. We treat an IP address as a home address or a personal identification number, which is unique and cannot be linked to anyone. Every letter sent to you will be delivered to you as it was sent because your address is unique. Just like the internet, the IP address acts as your postal address to which your orders are sent. Internet service providers, who have your IP address, will send your request to your phone or laptop. The server in the data center also has an IP address and hosts websites. These websites, we can access them using their IP address. As a human, it is very difficult to remember the exact IP address. To break it down, words like alitubetech.com, facebook.com, and others are used, instead of using a series of real numbers. IP address. Another thing to note is that the server itself has the ability to host real websites. So if the server hosts many websites, it is unlikely that you will be able to access them using the server's IP address. When this is the case, there are other ways to access large websites, such as facebook.com and youtube.com. All of their information is stored transparently called data center as we explained above. To be able to log in, we use their names. Here we don't use IP addresses, because they are real numbers that are difficult to capture. So do this and make sure that the IP address is written on the website name. Here the internet works like a phone book, with the numbers and names stored in your phone known as DNS, Domain Name Service. If you know someone's name but don't remember their number, it's easy, you just type the name. The phone book will give you the number. I'd be happy with the DNS server, and that's how it works. You enter the name of the website you want to go to, the browser. The browser sends your request to the DNS server to see the corresponding IP address. After receiving it, the browser immediately sends a request accompanied by an IP address to the data center. The server receives the request, allows us to access the website we requested, and then displays the information. Information is transmitted in digital form through fiber optic networks. In fiber optic, the information goes through it. It goes in the form of light. This is another topic that we will talk about next time. If that information travels in the form of light, it would have to travel 5,000 miles to reach you. On the way, he crosses mountains and passes under the ground and deep seas to reach us. There are companies responsible for the development and protection of fiber optic networks around the world. With land ships, large tubes are placed in the seabed through which fiber optic cables are passed. In general, the fiber optic cable is the backbone of the network. Fiber optics, where the video is transmitted from the data center across the continents through the underground and the underwater world to your doorstep. A router converts light signals into electrical signals as they connect to your computer via an Ethernet cable. Unlike the telephone, the light signals are sent to the tower, and the tower will send it back to our telephone, after converting it into electromagnetic signals. This is a combination of electricity and gravity, because these electromagnetic signals can travel through the air. That entire journey was over in less than 2 seconds. The amazing thing about the internet is what we call efficiency. Efficiency here is the ratio of data sent and received. Only 2 numbers repeat. That's how this video went from Google Data Center to your phone or computer. What makes the transmission of data using the internet without losing some of the data is the way zeros and ones are divided into very small parts called packets, which we can compare as packets. 1 packet, which consists of 6 bits. This is also an example of how we calculate meters, liters, etc. With bits, each packet carries the server's IP address and your phone's. Based on this information, the package will search for your phone because it has an IP address. It is not necessary that all packages will go through the same path, each package going separately, but by reaching your phone, entering as it was sent. When it detects that something is wrong with your phone, a message is sent to the server, which sends it back to you. We would compare this to the standard postal system. Just like on the internet, a protocol is used to manage and control this complex data flow, where it puts on each packet all the information that identifies the server that sent it. So there is no chance that the packet will be stolen, or the information you requested will go somewhere else. I think you have gained an idea. I hope this can support others. Don't forget to support me by subscribe and share, to give me a chance of joining YouTube Partner Program. Thank you for watching. Click the support button on alitubetech. See you next video.